Hello everybody, welcome to our show Long Time No See, one of these many COVID-based shows my fellow colleagues from other galleries have to do as we do too. And the simple reason and origin for this show was to have a possibility to show at least nearly everybody from our stable and to put these works together which haven't been on view for a very long time. To start with, this is one of my most beloved paintings by the German-Swiss artist Markus Weggenmann. This is from a work group which has even been finished 7 years ago, and it's high gloss on aluminum. I love this two-part piece very, very much, and I'm, to be honest, still astonished that it's in my storage and not sold to somebody. Just a few days ago, a large retrospective on his work ended, and they produced a wonderful catalogue which we received yesterday, so you have a look at it. I think it's one of the best pieces on his work ever produced. Here we are looking at a piece by Cologne-based artist Julia Gruner. She is working on the material of color, which is the main subject of her entire body of work. This is a piece from the Cushion series, and you think you're looking at a canvas or some other cotton material painted and then filled to become a cushion in the end. But actually it is pure color you're looking at, acrylic color, which she builds up in many, many layers to receive kind of a skin type material, which she then uses to become a cushion filled with artist-based world bubble wrap. We continue with a triptych by our Chinese artist Jia. What you're looking at looks like letter code, and actually it is. All you're looking at are the three Chinese numbers 1, 2 and 3, which she builds up to a geometric pattern which alters from piece to piece. This is a classical piece by Berlin-based artist Joachim GROMMEK. It's on a board, and you think you're looking at a number of tapes which are attached to the surface of this very simple chipboard piece. But actually, again, you are looking at straight color. So all what you see is basically a trompe-l'oeil. Even the part of the board you see above here is painted board and not real board. Here we are looking at a photography by Spanish-based artist Dionisio González. It's from his very first work group of the Favela series in Sao Paulo. And what you see is strange architecture for a favela. Actually, these modernist buildings and architectures you see here don't exist. They are creations by the artist. He manufactures in the computer with the help of a virtual 3D program. But the idea behind is to offer to the people, to these very poor people living in these favelas, another way to live which would suit them. Another photography position will be GEISSLER and Dann. Actually with the oldest piece in the entire show from 1999. It's from the so-called All the Luck of This Earth series, and they have been photographing the casinos in Las Vegas in their very special way you see here, and which they make visible that it's all about illusion and nothing else. This is a sculpture by Markus LINNENBRINK. Many of you know his work very well from his epoxy drip and drill paintings and other work groups as well. This is an example of one of the rare sculptures, actually an older one, also 10 years ago. and I'm very happy to receive it again from the collector for this show. It's from the so-called cubic sculptures, and what you see also inside are many materials like golf balls and all different kind of stuff. Another piece by him which is kind of very rare we see here, and it's a watercolor on watercolor paper, very large, the largest one I know of, and it's actually from 2009, so also an older piece which we find very nice. This is a painting by Jan van der Ploeg, Amsterdam-based artist, who is very known for his geometrical shapes, very often very large scale on buildings or inside, outside, wherever. Parallel, of course, he produces paintings. It will be our show to open the autumn season this year in September, and I'm very much looking forward to it. This is a wall sculpture by Düsseldorf-based artist MANUEL FRANKE. It's a very special technique which is at the same time very old. Even the Romans started to use it. It's called stucco lustro, and it's basically plaster and pigment. I like the shape of the piece very much because there is a dynamic in it. Though it's not that big, it has a very big space it invades. Here we are looking at a sculpture by Berlin and Stockholm-based artist AXEL, very well known for his kind of humoristic way to approach the art world and the world in itself. This piece is entitled Private Architecture, and as you can see, it's built from a number of drawers, old drawers, which just have been painted simply white, and a number of, again, very simple frames are attached to it, allowing to look into the drawers and get another sensation and idea of what would be within this piece. But in the very end, it's about architecture, as the title says, and it could be a piece of modernistic architecture, like a drawing of. Here we are looking at a piece by US-based artist SYLVAN He works and teaches in Eugene, Oregon, and is strictly a conceptual artist. The piece you are looking at, and if you rethink what the shape could be, is a cake box. But of course it's not an original cake box, but one manufactured one-to-one after the original. So it's kind of a Duchamp idea of reproducing reality and telling that it is art. The only difference here is that this piece is not made out of cardboard, but of steel. And our next show in the gallery will be with him and new other work. This is a piece by Beat ZODERER, and as you have just seen in the image, the frontal view just allows to see circular, not perfect circular parts of color, but they are painted onto a simple cutout corrugated cardboard, and which has a certain depth, and it is multi-layered, as you can see here. I always think that this piece puts a smile on your face, and I like it very much. It's from a very small work group and the last existing one which would be for sale. I have placed this one across on this part by the El Paso-based artist ADRIAN ESPARZA. He is always starting with a geometric idea, which then gets transformed into a shaped piece of board, which you see it's the white part underneath, and then the thread becomes attached with the help of the nails, which you see here. This piece is called cities, and it's bidirectional, so you can have the shape like here horizontal, but you could also turn it 90 degrees and have it vertical. Here we are looking at a painting by Berlin-based Spanish artist Joan. What you think is that there is a lot of depth in this canvas, but actually it is most flat. So what he is doing is he's following the structure of this canvas and just draws line after line after line after line with acrylic ink to finally receive the image you are looking at. And also this image goes around the edges, so in the end it's kind of a wall sculpture as a painting.